Hey, back with you again. Now, before I get started, there'll be some profanity in this video, and those who are sub to me already know the drill. And I already put the one in the description box, like I do in all of my videos. So as you can see, I know some of you are wondering who, um, who is this piece of shit right here? That would be Spencer Hyde. Now, I know maybe some of you have forgotten, but I remember reading the story on Torian Reigns. I think it was one of his original channels before PukeTube decided to take it down for some bullshit ass reasons, or it was either on Torian Reigns his new channel. Well, it was one or two, but I think I was pretty sure it was on his original channel on his Thugs Everywhere series about this piece of shit by the name of Spencer Height. And if those of you don't remember, like maybe this might joggle your memory. This might snap you back that there was a terrorist attack, a terrorist attack in Plano, Texas, where there was that happened at his estranged ex-wife's at his estranged wife's house, who was having like an NFL party, like a Dallas Cowboys party at her house in Plano, Texas. And since he was so mad and angry that that's his now soon to be ex-wife, well, that's sadly now no longer in the living, wanted nothing to do with him. He goes and pulls an Elliot Rogers, does a terrorist attack, and not only he murdered his wife, his estranged wife, was soon to be ex-wife. He murdered, you see all these people. He murdered a total of 8 other people, the people who were attending at the party, and his ex-wife and his soon-to-be and the victim, the ex-wife. She's right at the look, the middle, at the bottom middle of the picture. Yeah. And so also even the reason why you haven't heard about this fucker going to trial or anything, he's also no longer living. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, maybe he blew his brains out by the time the cops arrived. No, no, no. This was actually what also shocked a lot of people, especially those within the black community, were like, oh my damn. For once, they actually got the shit right on how you're supposed to deal with terrorists. Like these terrorists or these mass shooters, aka terrorists, well, most of them are white. How are you supposed to deal with them? Guess what? Police shot this Neanderthug terrorist dead. I was shocked. I was like, well. For once, the police got it right. Got it right this time. For fucking once. But that's like sadly once in a fucking blue moon. But continuing, so you're wondering, okay, and this happened, mind you, like over 2 years ago. So you're wondering why they bring up this case now after 2 years. What kind of revelation came out? Well, apparently this tender, you may be thinking, oh, did she have something to do with the shooting, or did well, did it have something to do with like did she participate in the shooting, in the terrorist attack? No, but they charged her because she had something to do with, in connection with this Neanderthug terrorist by the name of Spencer Height. Ugh, don't want that much of a close view of this fucking demon, and sheesh, it looks like a fucking sociopath. I mean, you can see like this demon's soulless. Sheesh. But let's read the article that really caught me by surprise about this bartender. What kind of connection she had with that terrorist that's been sent back to hell. All right. Let's see. Alrighty. Texas bartender charged for serving terrorist Neanderthug terrorist before a deadly terrorist attack. So, all right. A Texas bartender who served a Neanderthug terrorist who later went on a deadly terrorist attack in September 2017. Oh man, that it was actually longer than that. Okay, it was like 2000. It was a good, yeah, like a good. No, it was a good 2 years ago. Yeah, I was right. It was 2 years. Okay. September 2017, was arrested charged last week by authorities in Texas. Lindsay Glass, age 27, was charged with violating Texas law when she served Spencer Height enough drinks that his blood alcohol level was 4 times the legal state limit. Height then drove to his ex-wife's house. Oh, they were already divorced in the process, okay? In Plano, Texas, and shot and killed 8 people. Glass was arrested on April 30th in 2018, the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission concluded that the report that the Glass violated Texas law, arguing a person is guilty of violating the sale of certain persons offense if he or she is negligently sells an alcoholic beverage to an habitual drunkard or an intoxicated or insane person. The crime is a misdemeanor that carries a year in jail or 500. Now that is mighty interesting. So basically, this dude was a known menace to society, but she served alcohol. I did not know about Texas passing this kind of law. This is interesting. But continuing, in a statement to CBS News, Glass attorney Scott Palmer said Spencer Height's decision to destroy the lives of 8 other people is unrelated to the 4 drinks of Height consumed at the local public house on September 2017. Because I mean, even with booze or no booze, he's still a fucking devil. So even to the point the wife divorced him. So yeah, but continuing. But indeed, far from being complicit, Lindsay was the only person who tried to stop Height, Palmer said in a statement, when Lindsay became suspicious of Height when she contacted her manager. When her manager efforts did not revolve Lindsay's concerns, she followed Height. Then her concerns grew. She called 911. And she never expected Height to commit an horrific act. But I mean, she still broke the law when she knew this guy was not there. She should have refused right then and there. But continuing, on September 10th, 2017, Spencer Hyde showed up to a Dallas Cowboys party in Plano, heavily armed, which I mentioned. He murdered 8 people, seriously injuring one other person. So there's one sole survivor. Before police shot and killed him. His 27-year-old estranged wife, Meredith Lane, who was among those murdered, had been hosting a cookout at her home for her co-workers and friends. Plano Police Chief Greg W. Russian called the crime the worst mass shooting in the city's history. We've never had a shooting of this magnitude, never had this many victims, he said at the time. Despite his intoxication, Hyde's massacre appeared carefully planned, well, duh, and he came armed with a 38 caliber, 38 caliber handgun, an AR-15 rifle, what the fuck, and a folding knife. Now they need to investigate how the fuck did you get a hold of a 38 caliber gun and an AR-15, and what the fuck, AR-15 rifle? What the fuck you need? I'll continue. Police discovered rounds of the ammunition and binoculars inside of his car. Yeah, this is pretty agitated. And found another rifle in addition, an additional ammunition and a gun and gun accessories at his apartment. So, according to the surveillance video taken from the local public house of Plano, Texas, Hyde displayed a large knife to bar staff members, even spinning it around. Hyde was visibly drunk, and his behavior at the bar concerned employees enough that they requested advice from a manager on how to handle. You should have gotten ones. You should have just called the police. Even if the manager ignored, you should have just called the police right then and there if your manager was not going to do fucking shit, and or got security involved because yeah. Okay, well, continuing. Hyde was really drunk by his behavior. That's called. Okay, that was a situation. Glass texted fellow bartender Timothy Banks about Hyde's behavior. So here's a text message. Spencer has a big knife on the bar and is spinning around and then just asked for his tab. And I said I have to go do some dirty work. Psycho. So Banks confronted Hyde on the bar's patio later in an interview with the police that the bar's owner Jerry Owen advised him not to call the police. Oh, wait a minute. 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 So Banks confronted Heights on the bar's patio. Later said in the interview said in an interview with police that the bar's owner, Jerry Owner, advised him. Jerry Owen advised him to not call the police. Glass and the local public house were both sued by the victims, and the owner said not to call the police. So this shit could have been. Oh my God. Okay. The local public house were both sued by the victims' families for $1 million of damages for their perceived role in the massacre. Their civil suit was later dropped. Oh man. And that's about it. So, and the owner said not to call the police. Now I know people are gonna be like, why do you have to bring up race? Well, you know what? Given this country's history and the double standard, there's a pattern which I'm pointing out. Now, had Spencer Hyde been black, do you think that the owner would have told his white staff workers not to call the police? Obviously, the fuck not. But since it was a white dude, and even like the woman was concerned, saying like, "Hey, nah, she should have just went ahead, called the police, and even if she got fired for it, heck, at least she could be like, hey, you know what? At least I tried, and plus, she wouldn't be in the situation that she's in. And now, and you know what? And for the owner, if she's going down, he needs to be charged too, especially considering he told her not to call the police." Fucking wow. Fucking wow. So basically she was gonna like she was actually went to the manager and asked for help, but manager slash owner didn't do shit. Fucking wow. So to the owner, how's it feel now 8 people are fucking dead because you didn't want to call the police on a white terrorist dude? Because I mean, would you have done the same thing had Spencer had been black? I highly fucking doubt it. And then for her, I mean, shit is. I mean, I don't know why you would even continue to serve alcohol right then and there. I mean, heck, if the manager wasn't going to do shit, sometimes you should have just gotten the police involved right then and there, even if your ass got fired. But at least you know she wouldn't be the situation she's in now, because the police would have been like, well, she did call us, she did inform us after the manager didn't say or do shit, about it. And then to top that, and also what made it worse was you still want to serve booze to this guy, even knowing how he was acting. The moment you saw it, oh man! But I didn't know Texas passed a law like that. If someone's acting irrational and stuff, you can't serve them. Okay, this is interesting. Very interesting. But I'm gonna keep you posted what the fuck happens next. So yeah, and like I said, I'm still shocked about the police actually handled this terrorist. How they're supposed to handle all the other fucking terrorists, but there was another mass shooting. Of course, they got handled with kids' gloves, always taken in alive. But this fucker was rightfully not taken in alive, which you're supposed to deal with mass shooters. But oh yeah, well, the only reason why they can't spit, cause why? But for one, but whoever the cop shot him or whatever, you actually did their job correctly for once. Huh. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think.